What is up, everybody? I have like 10 minutes, and people have been asking me this a lot. So I wanted to just share with you my account, my Amazon KDP account has been terminated once, suspended twice since I started publishing since I started January of 2022. So I want to cover some of the things that I did to get it turned on every single time to get it unterminated. Unterminated. You never thought you would hear that word when you're talking about book publishing. But my name is Jenny Hansen Lane, and I have a coaching program called the Book Income Stream Machine. I'm also, before that, a digital marketer. So I love being able to serve people online, helping them get quick wins, helping them really focus on the time freedom that they can achieve while having an online business. Okay. So let's dive into some of the reasons that you might actually have your account terminated or even suspended. And I want to share this with you so you can avoid it. Because when I was learning, I didn't have anyone to really help me through it. And it was only after my account was terminated for the first time that happened to me. It went suspension, termination, suspension. Okay. It was only after that happened to me that I reached out to people that also have huge YouTube accounts that publish. And I told them, and they're like, oh, that's happened to me. And I'm like, why isn't anyone talking about this? So I'm the lady that will talk about it. Let's talk about number one. I'm going to share, let's see. I don't want to spend too much. I want you to feel like you're getting enough information so you know exactly what you can do to keep your account safe. So I'm just going to do the 7 reasons why your account can be terminated. The most common one recently that people have been messaging with, the reason why people message me is because they see that I publish about, they see these YouTube videos about accounts being terminated. And so, one of the number one reasons that Amazon's support team for Kindle Direct Publishing is terminating accounts or suspending accounts is because people are violating the content guidelines. And one of the biggest content guidelines is um, misusing keyword stuffing, right? And this is when you put in duplicate words that are unrelated to a book. And what happens is a customer on Amazon finds it, they buy it, and they're like, you told me this was a book about this, but it's just a line notebook. Okay. So that is a reason that Amazon will just shut off your account. They care about the Amazon customers. Okay. So another reason for content guidelines is if you infringe on someone's intellectual property rights. So trademark, right? If it is trademarked, it will get blocked and your account will get shut down. So number one, content guidelines. If you don't know them, just go on the website and read them. I update myself like every 90 days just to make sure nothing has changed. Okay. The second reason people get their accounts terminated is because they are they this one's a little bit less common, but they will manipulate the sales data and they'll get a bunch of people to leave reviews all at once from a bunch of made up accounts. And Amazon's able to track that with their algorithm. Okay. So if you're artificially inflating like page reads or downloads to make more money with Kindle, then Amazon will shut it down. They don't like that, right? And it's not ethical and it's not honest. So some of these, it's like, I didn't know what I was doing was wrong. And then like stuff like this manipulation of the sales data, like that, you should just know better. Number 3 is really, really tricky and really blurry. And so it's just good to understand it. Number 3 is poor quality or misleading content. So if you are publishing low quality or misleading content, that does go against the content guidelines. If you are creating misleading titles, descriptions, and covers that are going to confuse the customer, Amazon doesn't want you publishing. Okay. So when we talk about poor quality, like just slapping on covers and going, not spending a lot of time on it, or like if you wouldn't even buy it yourself, that's a really good sign that it's poor quality. Okay. So misleading content is if you wanted to do like a if you were making line journals and you put a bunch of stuff in the description like this line journal is to help you manifest your dreams. Like that actually it's a line journal. Okay? Manifestation's different. Like make it guided, make it a guided manifestation journal, right? Don't just go straight to this keyword's in demand. I'm going to put it in the subtitle of my notebook. Amazon doesn't want that. You can give the customer ideas of what to use a notebook for in the book description, but you need to be very clear about what it is, right? Because if the Amazon customer is like, I bought this dream journal, it's just a line journal, that's misleading. That's disappointing. Someone ever gets a book in the mail, like, this is disappointing. They leave a bad review. Also, on top of that, if you don't get reviews, positive reviews, and you get one or two bad, it can block your book immediately and you can lose your account. Okay. Number 4 is violating the terms and conditions, like the terms of service that you sign up for. So, an example of that is if you have, like, if I were to sign up a bunch of accounts myself under my name, Jenny, Amazon would shut them all down. Okay. So when you have an account with Amazon, you're making that agreement with them that you'll have one. And the only way that you can have multiple is if you were running a business publishing books. That means you needed a business name, a business account, a business mailing address. It needs to not have anything that would include you individually. Okay. Number 5, I kind of talked on this, negative customer feedback. So you need to get good reviews. You need to get positive reviews, because if you get excessive negative reviews and complaints that it's low quality, they'll just turn off your account. Okay. Number 6 kind of goes with number 1, and that is copyright infringement. So plagiarism. A lot of people grab stuff off the internet, they grab a quote, they just put it in their book. People don't know that, like, when you say something, it becomes intellectual property, especially if you trademark it. Like Albert Einstein, you can actually get a license to publish his stuff. So a lot of prominent people, you can reach out to them for a licensing agreement instead of plagiarizing just by copying them and putting fun quotes on stuff. And the reason why is because when you sign up for an account and you publish a book, you say you own copyright. So if you take something from the internet, you do not own copyright. Okay. I'm actually shocked that this one happens a lot. It could be I did law classes in high school because I was interested in going to law school, and I was always winning every argument with my dad. Big surprise. So he wanted me to go to law school too, but alas, I made it free as an artiste and now a digital marketer. Okay. So don't the number 7 reason that people get their accounts shut down is that they do like KDP Select. If you publish your book in other places that you told Amazon it's only available on KDP Select, that is a terms violation. So these are some of the things that people have told me that they had their account shut down. Now let's talk about my personal experience. Amazon will send you a template email explaining the reasons for termination, but they don't go into a lot of detail sometimes. And they do give you some of the next steps. Like if it's been suspended, you have to prove you own copyright, or you have to change your books, and you can actually appeal it. And so I think one of the months I was on my way to making 20 grand, I was getting like $900 days, and Amazon suspended my account, and they wanted me to prove that I had copyright over a background of a cover on one of my books. And during this time, it was I was using Canva Pro Elements, and it was before Canva Pro was very clear about copyright. And so I had to go out and I bought some fabric. I bought some background stuff. Like I took photographs of my background that was a pro element to try to make it my own and updated it that way. I also, when my account was suspended, I had been through a copyright registration. So I let Amazon know, like, I take this very seriously. I've spent thousands of dollars copywriting my books to protect them. I have copyrighted over 150 of my covers. And so I was able to have my account turned on. And then like 10 days later, they just terminated it. And so I sent an email to Beth Jesus and his entire team and was able to get it turned back on. And then I think it was like it was almost a year ago now. It was suspended again by mistake. So I don't give up. I will not give up. I will not give up. So if that's happened to you, the most important thing to do is to respond to the support team immediately and let them know you care and you're going to fix everything. basically I was at that mercy. I was at their mercy to do these things. Okay. So during that time when my account has been suspended or terminated, I told my spouse and he opened up an account and we have that as a backup. That's his account. So he gets the money. I think he's made like 14 cents because my account's on. I just keep publishing. So just remember that and actually I might have some terminology that I can share in the description of, well, actually, I think when you get those emails from Amazon, they explain the reason and then it's going to be different for everybody. And so I don't necessarily know what you're publishing, but I do know those 7 things will keep your account safe. So just remember that if it does get shut down and you truly believe in your heart of hearts that it was a mistake, follow up, be courteous, be kind, be professional. There's 3 Amazon KDP support teams. One's in California. I think the other 2 are in India. Okay. So they are on different time zone, but they have a huge team. So just make sure you're following the rules and you are replying to those emails appropriately. And it's in the court of law, some attorneys say so just safe. If you need more tips and feedback on keeping your account safe, then like and subscribe this channel because obviously it's happened to me 3 times. And I think I've done previous videos about it. I've even had 150 of my books blocked because I couldn't get the copyright on them in time and I had Canva Pro elements in there. And that was before April 8th. Video. As always, drop in the chat, drop in the comments how I can help you to publish more and have the time freedom you want in your life. Love you. Peace out.